Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the seventh dispensation. Now, today we are going to be focusing on the prophecy of Jesus. And what we're going to talk about is the prophecy of where he talked about the Son of Man. If you ever read the Bible, Mark, Luke, Matthew, and John, you will see that Jesus was talking about a future event. Now, if you know what the word prophecy means, prophecy is the telling of a future event. All prophets came to talk about something that was going to take place in the future. So when Jesus was talking about the coming of somebody, see, all throughout his teachings, he talked about the coming of somebody. And the person who he was talked about coming was the Son of Man. And he said, when the Son of Man comes, he is going to take from what is mine and make it known to you. So when you put that in its proper context, right, you have to say, but if Jesus said that when he comes, the Son of Man, he is going to take from what is mine and make it known to you. Now, did Jesus have? Well, the only thing Jesus had was the knowledge that he was sharing with the people, his truths. So he was telling the people that in the future, someone is going to come and explain everything that I have taught you in a way that you could properly understand it. He's going to put everything in its proper context so that you will know that I was a prophet and that the Son of Man has come to fulfill my prophecy. And this is what Jesus was teaching the people. This is what Jesus talked about, the coming of somebody. Now we're going to read out the book Alpha Quran, right? Now, in the Alpha Quran, there is a chapter called The Prophecy of Jesus. So we're going to read a little bit of the prophecy of Jesus. Now it says, who is the devil? Jesus condemned a people as the devil. He never said that the devil was somewhere in the ground. He never said that the devil was a spirit. He referred to a people as the children of the devil. And he said that they desire to perform devilish deeds. Jesus said that they could not submit to the truth because the truth was not in them. He said that they were the authors of murder and deception. Now, this is what Jesus was saying to a people that he was arguing with. He wasn't like teaching this in a church. He wasn't up on the podium teaching this. He was in the street having an argument with some people. Now listen, the book says, we cannot deny the fact that the whole world has been affected by the presence of some people who have ruled the world under the auspices of deception and murder. They cannot submit to the laws of nature or to nature's God because they were not created out of the natural processes of life. Now let's stop there for a minute. And let's look at this, what this book teaches. It says, they cannot submit to the laws of nature, right? Now, let's look at the world. Let's look at the world. And nature means that the natural processes of your body. Your nature is the natural processes of your body, your natural features. That's your nature. So when you look at a woman, right? A woman has a natural makeup. It's in the woman's nature to have breasts. It's in the woman's nature to have a vagina. It's in a woman's nature to have long hair. It's in a woman's nature to be soft and caring. And when you look at a man, right, a man has a nature. He has a natural process of life. You look at a man, right, and you see the difference between a man and a woman because of the nature of the two, right? So when this book says that they cannot submit to the natural processes of life, what do? They take a man and they turn the man into a woman. See, that's going against the nature of a man. They can't submit to the natural process of life. They can't submit to the nature of a man or a woman. So they have to take the man and say, hey, well, we're going to give you some artificial breasts. We're going to give you a sex transformation and turn you into what looks like a woman. Because by nature, you could never be a woman. You're a man. But they can't submit to nature. Everything in this world, if you just look around the world, everything in this world that they have created is against nature. They take natural things and they create things that look like it. Because they can't submit to nature. So they have to create something that's unnatural in order for them to be happy. So they're going to turn a man into a woman. They're going to turn a woman into a man. And this is the world that we live in. And then you have to look at yourselves. How many of you have submitted to this type of world, an unnatural world? How many of you have submitted to a world that is against the nature of life? And when you go against nature, you're going against the creator of nature. So that means you are going against God. The minute you go and get some breast implants, that means you're going against what God created. You're going against the nature of a human being. You are submitting subconsciously to Satan's rule. Because that's what we're talking about, the rule of Satan and how he rules in his world. That's against the natural processes of life. And then the book says that they can't submit to nature because they weren't created out of nature. They were created scientifically through mutation, through transformation of atoms and genes. And they found Yaqub's knowledge. They found it. Because when they went throughout the world, they didn't just go out the world because they were trying to conquer people or because they were trying to kill people that were of a darker color. They was going throughout the world looking for some knowledge They were looking for some information that they heard that these people had. And they went and they killed them and they stole that knowledge. And they found Yaqub's information. And they took that information and they translated it into what is known today as the book of Genesis in the Bible. And this is why it says that God was talking to some angels about making a race of people. See, that's really Yaqub talking to the scientists about making a people. And Yaqub said, I'm going to make my people to rule over the original people.